All right, man. Don't see like the Lions getting much respect. You know, people picking the Bears, people picking the Vikings, people picking the Green Bay Packers. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So it don't describe me. I think it's always the SOL thing. Last year was the same thing, or when they first won the division. Even though people felt like they had the best roster, had the best finish the year before last, they were picking other people. Last year they were picking other people. At the end of the day, it doesn't surprise me none. Every year it seems like they pick Chicago, they pick Chicago, they pick Chicago. It's Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. Oh, it's Green Bay, it's Green Bay, it's Green Bay. It's Minnesota, Minnesota, Minnesota. Even kind of going into that last game last year versus the Lions, the Packers and the Lions, it was the Packers is going to win, or Minnesota, and they dominated both of them, especially that Packer game when you look at it from the injury standpoint of view. So, at the end of just looking at it, it's like, okay, people still don't believe. They still don't believe. So hopefully the Lions come with that chip on their shoulder and they have to establish that. But part of their establishing themselves in the division or in the NFL is a direct correlation to the disrespect of Jared Goff. Excuse me. Teams that's perennial, contenders every year, they look at it: Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. They look at those type of guys. They don't look at Jalen Hurts that way. They don't look at Jared Goff that way. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at those type of guys that way. They don't look at Baker Mayfield that way. They don't look at those guys that way. Even CJ Stroud, they don't look at him that way. You think about it. Everything that CJ Stroud had, going on last year. Tank Dell went down again. Nico went down again. Not an offensive line. There was no formidable excuses for him. It was just, he didn't get the job done. He failed. You know what I'm saying? All the injuries they had. Now that he got a really good team around him, it's people still, and then if Houston end up winning, then they're gonna jump on the bandwagon. So it's really the non-belief in the quarterback, whether it's Stroud, whether it's Mayfield, whether it's Goff, whether it's Hurts. It's really the non-belief in the quarterback. That's all it boiled down to. It's really the non-belief in the quarterback. There you have it. That's what it is. It's the non-belief in the quarterback. What they telling you is they believe Caleb Williams is better than Jared Goff. They believe Ben Johnson is responsible for Jared Goff's success. They're basically saying, Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur. They actually saying that Minnesota, no matter who they plug in that quarterback, Kevin O'Connell's system is going to keep rolling. I don't necessarily disagree with some of those takes, maybe, especially the last one, but that is a disrespect at Jared Goff. And also it's a disrespect to Dan Campbell because they think Dan Campbell caught a genie in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? With Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. It wasn't, it was just that he luckily closed his eyes and spun the little wheel on the game and it pointed towards Ben Johnson. It was all Ben Johnson's creations. Dan Campbell had nothing. He's just a figurehead with a headset on. It was Aaron Glenn. Well, even when it was times where people said they should fire Aaron Glenn or they was down so many bodies, Aaron Glenn did make it work. So we're going to see. So if John Morton, shows up and does a good job, and it will be good times, it will be bad times. That's the part of relationships. If Calvin Shepard shows up and do a good job or a bad job, we'll see. But they're basically saying it was everybody else but Goff, but Campbell, but St. Brown, but J-Mo, but Gibbs, but Alexander Zoni, but Jack Campbell, but Kirby, but Brian Branch. It didn't matter if you got DJ Reed. Don't matter if you got a healthy DJ Reader. Don't matter if you got a healthy Aiden Hutchinson, Marcus Davenport. We're really telling y'all that we don't believe in Jared Goff. We don't believe in Dan Campbell. That all the sauce, don't believe in what Brad Holmes has done here. All the sauce came from Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, and a dash of luck. The roster had nothing to do with it. There you have it. That's pretty much what they saying. And you look at Chicago, you be like, okay, what have Ben Johnson done but lead the Lions offense? What has he done outside of that? Outside of golf, what has he done? Well, in preseason, that's preseason, bro. Nobody take preseason. The preseason is so obsolete to the Lions. They don't play their stars and they don't play none of their starters in preseason. Okay. No, Minnesota, and no matter who the quarterback is, and okay, Green Bay, are they the better team? They got Michael Parsons. Okay. And all these two may be true. Lions may be the worst team in the division. They may very might well be, but we're acting like these other teams are a proven commodity. Even when everybody was injured on the Lions, they still only didn't lose a game in the division. So, so you got to go out there and hand out L's. I hope the Lions seeing this. But I'm very intrigued. That's the most intriguing thing about week one. Honestly, it's a lot of good matchups. Buffalo, Baltimore. I don't really care for more the Dallas and Philly game. I'm not too excited that football is back. I don't care at this point. I still don't really got the itch for football Sunday. Get here when it get here. But I do find the Kansas City Charger game pretty fucking intriguing. I want to see what Houston look like. I think they're going to be a Super Bowl sleeper. Always like watching Kyler Murray play. I'm interested in Monday night, Minnesota, Chicago. I don't even think they share the Monday night game, but they make the Pistons share a Monday night game, which is crazy, right? But I mean the Lions, but a couple years ago. But yeah, I mean it is what it is. Last year there was a lot of people who was riding the bandwagon, and some people were, and they responded well. So they got a point to prove this year. They got something to strive for, and also they kind of the good thing if this coordinator thing work out. I think people don't know what to expect from a schematic system. So it's really no tape other than what John Moore did with the Jets many, many years ago. There's no tape offensively of what they're going to do. There's no tape of what defensively they're going to do. So it's an interesting thing about it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. Follow me everywhere. Peace.